Hey y'all, so I'm literally just getting back to Houston and I am watching the response show for Roland Martin Unfiltered, where he's responding to all of the critiques that he received yesterday. And he actually listened and got some black women on his show. And this is one of the main commenters, Dr. Monique Swift Muhammad. Um, I'm not familiar with her, but I'm not going to go in, but it's giving kind of Pickmeisha energy because she's not really challenging anything that Roland Martin is saying, and Roland Martin is purposefully being obtuse about why people like myself and others were calling him out yesterday for how he was handling the story. Nobody was upset that you were considering the mental health of Justin Fairfax and the mental health of black men who engage in this situation. Nobody is upset with that. What people were upset with is how you basically used your proximity to him to lift him up and to just talk about how he was a good person and all of these things. And you didn't, and I'm talking about your post, you barely acknowledged Dr. Serena. And then you weren't even specific in calling out. It's beyond a mental health thing. And I do believe that there possibly could be a mental health, but when we're talking about what is the why is this happening, it's because men hate women. Like the black women gave you the language, the femicide. It's the hatred of women that is leading to men being violent with women and killing women in this way. Feeling it explains the intimate partner violence because men they feel like women are objects and women are these things and not these autonomous beings. And you have a situation where this woman who is married to this man who's basically trying to escape for her life, 2 weeks before he was supposed to be out of the house, he just magically shoots her. This wasn't yes, he might have been depressed from the allegations, and that could play a part. But let's be clear, this was intentional hatred of this was hatred of women, but also it's it's very likely. I'm willing to infer that it was intentional. You killed this lady because you knew you had to be out of this house, and you knew that the. Sorry, y'all. Somebody was calling me, but yeah, it's just, and no shade. I'm sure this Dr. Monique is a lovely lady, but every again, y'all were up here y'all were circling the drain and not being specific, and y'all want to do this inner community. We need to no, we need to be teaching women how to create their own communities. We how many more conversations do y'all really want to have? Like, I literally, when I came home and I turned on the news, there was a young girl here in Houston, a young black pregnant girl shot and killed by her boyfriend, body thrown in a bayou. And apparently he had a criminal history of assaulting this girl before he killed her. So like it's not a mystery. These niggas don't like women. They don't like women. They don't like femininity. It's not this mystery. What we need to be doing is teaching women and femmes how to be safe, how to, and if they're going to engage with men, how to vet men, how to decenter men, how to reprioritize men, because men as a whole, it's not this. If we sit here waiting for change to come, or sit here waiting for y'all to come to awareness from these conversations, then everybody's going to be dead, because these conversations provide no incentive for men to change. And that even during this conversation, Roland's talking about, well, we need to get men to, if they see a person being violent with their partner, pull them to the side. Hey, bro, no, it needs to go deeper than that. It needs to be, y'all need to be excommunicating men. Y'all are not saved. I don't need to be friends with you. You don't need to be in the fraternity anymore. You being accused of domestic violence or harming your wife. That's grounds for you being kicked out of the fraternity. But like I said in the first video, y'all are not going to do that. Why? Because y'all are more interested in humanizing and being in relationship with abusers than y'all are about valuing and the humanity of women and empowering them to be safe and to protect themselves. So this conversation, you didn't get none of and it was another black woman on the show who's a frequent commentator. She didn't like you literally, you got on your show tonight and you basically doubled down again about how we didn't understand what you were trying to show, and then you got women that basically didn't challenge you in any way. So yeah, Roland Martin it's a joke, but like I said, the emperor is naked and everybody can see. So